Hi guys, I'm Shmi and welcome to the 2017 IAA, the Frankfurt Motor Show, where I'm on the Brabus stand, who are celebrating their 40th anniversary, 40 years of Brabus working on Mercedes cars, and to celebrate that, they have created this beast behind me. This is the 900 1 of 10 G-Class. It's a €666,000 based on the G65 AMG beast. And we're going to take a little look around this right now, as well as some of the other cars here on the Brabus stand. But let's jump straight to the point. This car is about the engine, the 900 horsepower, 1,500 Newton meter monster that you have up here. It's the Biturbo V12, but it is significantly modified from the standard AMG setup in the G65, which has a mere 630 horsepower in normal trim, so 270 horsepower extra from what we can see is a carbon fiber cladded incredible thing up here. So the standard car has a 6-litre Biturbo V12. This has been enlarged, the displacement taken up to 6.3 litres, has new Brabus turbos, and more or less a complete new system throughout to make that power possible. And if you imagine if the bonnet was down, it is huge. It is XXXXL to the max to fit that in underneath. Now this car goes 0 to 62 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds. Take that in, 3.9 seconds, top speed of 270 kilometers an hour, 168 miles per hour, and that is actually the limited speed. So Brabus basically doing the 40th anniversary with style, with just 10 of these to be built. The Brabus 900 1 of 10, and as we look around it, you can see it's heavily modified all around, more or less. It has the Wide Star body kit conversion package. It has new 23-inch wheels, finished different on either side of the car for show purposes here. On the interior, it's also received their customization and retrimming, so new colors, new materials, new stitching, new embroidery. You have the blue lighting in the roof, in the headliner too. All sorts of new leathers. It's had the rear bench changed into these two replicas of the front seats, which I've shown in videos before visiting Brabus. Complete refit, custom built, touch panel to control various aspects, the heated seats, the roof, the lighting, everything you can imagine. Your heating, your cooling, storage, cup holders, everything. It's loaded, completely loaded up to the max. And I can see back there is quite a sound system lurking in the rear as well. So this is a monster and a half. 900 horsepower V12, so new carbon parts. Naturally there's a new exhaust system with the side exit pipes down there. 4-wheel drive, so this is the ultimate all-wheel drive burnout machine that you could ever imagine. And, oh, that door is locked right now, but has this amazing feel when you open and close the doors. So most of this we're familiar with, but really just taking everything and merging it into one crazy, ludicrous, ridiculous package. And I love coming and seeing Brabus cars because it's not just numbers, it's real. I've been to their dyno and they genuinely do make these figures because they break down the engine and approach it from the complete start to make it possible to get those kind of numbers using the very best parts and development work to do it. So that's the first car to take a look at here. The second car, lurking right here, is the Mercedes E63 S, or in this case, the Brabus 700. So the E63 S now has the 4-litre Biturbo V8 up front. It has 612 horsepower standard, 700 from Brabus. So all the numbers increased, torque increased, everything a little bit crazy, but they're still subtle in design. It doesn't stand out and scream in a shouty way. You look at it, it's still very Mercedes, especially in their traditional launch colors of keeping everything in black. But you come down to the car and you can see it's got a new carbon fiber package, the front aero and lip down there, new carbon pieces up here, obviously on the larger wheels. Keep walking around to the side as well. You get the Biturbo 700 badge on there. New exhaust system around back, lip spoiler at the rear too. A little bit more downforce and a new diffuser as well, which is also very, very nice. I bet you it sounds like a beast. I haven't heard this car start, but I can only imagine. It's fairly incredible. Then on the interior, again, retrimmed, refitted, so new leathers, new colours, like that white pinstripe around the red on the seats. But this is a super, super cool car. Really, really enjoyed driving it, especially with the drift control, where it likes to go very, very sideways. And I did a pretty awesome video with that earlier on as well. But Brabus touches everywhere you look, the floor mats, the side sill plates. This car's nicely equipped too, the Burmester sound system. So let's close that up for a moment and wander through here, where we have here the S700, so the facelifted S-Class coupe. So again, the S-Class now, the S63 has that 4-litre biturbo as well, so same engine setup as we just saw in the E-Class. And then over at the other end is actually the Maybach 900 Rocket, so the 900 Rocket version of the S65, which is the ultimate in beastly luxury and wonderfulness, again with 900 horsepower and 1500 newton meters from the biturbo V12. And I have filmed with one of these before, and it sounded phenomenal, like you would not believe. If you like your Mercedes, this is the ultimate you can do, and also the 900 of the S-Class Cabriolet. These things have a 900 horsepower V12 in here. 900 horsepower! And look at the style. These are super, 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 super cool. Ah, the hi-fi system on the rear deck. Bet that sounds good. Driving along with it. Then we've got the Brabus Adventure that I filmed in full, this car, quite recently. If you want to know everything about the most ridiculous off-roading, jungle-beating monster that you could ever imagine, like the towing hook at the front and what those cables are for, check out the full video I shot with that car. Let's say same machine. Just awesomeness everywhere we go. And if we wander through, actually, Brabus do the work on Classic. So Brabus Classic here, fully restored 300 SL gullwing. Wow, that is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Restored to perfection. 300 SL gullwing. My word. Would you look at that? Wow, that's pretty breathtaking. And then I'm going to wander through the smarts here. Firstly, the Ultimate 125 that I drove recently, 125 horsepower in a smart. This one in cream with the dark blue, really nice. Spot on specification. Just hilarious to drive. But this down here is what I want to come and show you. The Ultimate E Concept. Now, firstly, it's very yellow, and if you see the interior, it's very yellow and blue, which is strong. But this has 150 kilowatts. That's over 200 horsepower and 350 newton meters in a car this small, in a Smart for 2, which is absurd. Oh, there are lots of 125s. Cool. This thing is the definition of absurdity. Brabus just having fun with the numbers, really. And something I think is really awesome about it is the exhaust, if you can call it an exhaust, because it's an electric car. Where the normal exhaust would be, it's illuminated, so blue is warming up. Then it will go yellow, and when you're driving and accelerating hard, it will go from yellow into red. You see that? It's like as if you're accelerating foot flat, you get the red. So it's just a bit of fun. Anyway, maybe you wouldn't necessarily want this colour scheme with all the yellow and blue, but quite entertaining to drive, I would imagine. Instant torque, and a lot of it. 350 newton meters, that's, yeah, just lots. That's all you need to know. That's an awfully high number. But let's wander back to the main story of today. Oh, just take that in, that's so nice. I think that's my dream classic car, or it's certainly up there. 300 SL, fully restored like that, it's just beautiful. Just absolutely and truly beautiful. Right, so meandering back through where I can. 650 C-Class Cabriolet, I filmed that very car quite recently as well, if you want to know more about that, and if you want to hear it, want to hear the V8 in there. But yes, this is the 900 1 of 10, their special celebration, 40 years of Brabus, 1977 to 2017, released here at the Frankfurt Motor Show. that it is. Just watch it for a moment. They've done many G-Class conversions and packages over the year. Things like the Adventure that you see at the back. Things like the 6x6s, the AMG G63 6x6. They did quite a few of those. The 4x4 squares that you see everywhere now. They're just monsters, absolute monsters. And it's so cool what they do. I imagine if you were driving in this at the limiter at 168 miles per hour, you would feel like you were going pretty fast. Even a regular G-Class, if you get any speed going, it feels rather quick. But this gets to 62 miles an hour in under 4 seconds. It's a pretty incredible machine. Anyway, that is the highlight of the Brabus stand at this year's IAA. There are plenty of cool things here. As always, they make some monsters of cars. I wanted to stop by and show you around and celebrate their 40th anniversary. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and make sure you check out my other coverage of this year's Frankfurt Motor Show. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks again, guys, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Cheers.